friends, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are organizing my pantry. I'm standing in my pantry. It needs a complete overhaul. I did buy some different organizing containers, but we're gonna take most everything out, little pieces at a time, wipe it down, get rid of old things, organize the things that we have, and add some new things. So let's get to it. I was so excited to organize my sprinkle drawer, so I ended up putting this at the very beginning of the video. I do end up putting the jars in the pantry, so you'll have to stay tuned for that. I know these drawers, you guys, are so bad. They are jam-packed full of all the stuff I use for baking, so that will be in another organizational video when I get to the bar area drawers. I bought these sprinkle containers on Amazon. I really like them. They're 4-ounce jars. They have 2-ounce and 3-ounce, and I think even up to 7 and 10, but I thought 4 would be perfect. And there is just something so satisfying about watching all of these sprinkles go in these jars, even the ones that don't make it in. I am still finding sprinkles on my counter and on my floor, even though I have vacuumed and wiped the counter down 100 times. Never fails. This is definitely an obnoxious amount of sprinkles, but as you guys know by now, I bake a lot, and so we use them. Now that we are almost done filling the sprinkle jars in that lovely montage, it is time to move on to cleaning out the pantry. I am super fortunate and blessed to have this amazing pantry that my husband built for me. When he remodeled the house, he asked me if there was anything specific I wanted, and the first thing I said was a walk-in pantry, and so here it is. Pantry organization is so much harder than you think. It is always nice to have bins and containers and organizers to put everything in, but it's not realistic all of the time. I like to see what I have so that we can go through it and use it. So I didn't have a ton of containers to put things in. I already had some clear containers for Penny's snacks so that they're on the bottom shelf. She can walk in the pantry and choose what she would like. And so those I already had, and then I did buy a few new baskets to put chips in and some of our products that are on the floor, because that is super annoying to me, having things on the floor. My husband offered to add another shelf on the bottom, but I thought that would look too cluttered, so one day maybe I'll get everything up off the floor. When the pantry was first finished, we had just gotten married, and so we had tons of wine for gifts and people over, and we just do not drink alcohol anymore. Maybe twice a year if we have company over, we'll make a drink, but it is unrealistic for us to keep all of this out up here. It's weighing down the shelf, and it just is starting to be super cluttered and looking completely ridiculous. So we put most of the bottles in the boxes that are for holding bottles that we grabbed and put them in the garage. If we want to have a bottle of wine in the future, then we know where it is. And then I did keep out a couple of bottles to put on the shelf. Later you'll see me put that away just in case we have company over or we feel like having a mixed cocktail. Also, when we built the pantry, I could have put shelves all the way around, but before it was completed, I saw this table at one of the furniture stores in town, and my husband went and picked it up, and I love it in there. I knew that I wanted the toaster oven in there, so he put some outlets because I did not want that huge thing on my counter. It's an air fryer and a toaster oven, and my husband uses it like it's going out of style. Now that we have our little one, we heat up French fries and things like that for her as well, and it's just more convenient than using the oven on a hot day. I know I am not the only person who doesn't like having a million appliances on their counters. If that is you, comment down below. So I decided to use this top shelf then for just decorations at the time and to store my tiered trays in there because they are very awkward to store if you don't have a good spot for them in the kitchen, and I do not. So they're working out great in here. Now I'm just going to move everything out that's on the floor so I can kind of go through each shelf and not have a million things in my way. We store everything in this pantry, the vacuum, because the Dyson has to be mounted on the wall, and then our mop and mop bucket, and a broom and dustpan, the dog food, and their leashes, and then obviously you can see all of my cookbooks and cookie cutters, which is why I decided to bring in my sprinkles. They're a food technically, and they're in containers now, so I thought I'd put them in there. I'm not confident that I will keep them in there. After I organize the drawers over here, I will decide what I'm gonna do. I do like those organizers that are inserted into the drawers that you can put spices or whatever on its side and see them, so I may invest in something like that. Also, a ridiculous amount of top ramen. Yes, we have a ridiculous amount of top ramen. My husband and son enjoy it a lot. My daughter has had it on occasion, and on a very rare occasion I will eat it as well. The reason we have so much is because, well, the world we live in. If something happens and the grocery stores are closed and our food goes bad, we will always have enough top ramen. When the pandemic happened, we definitely started overbuying groceries and stocking up, and then when my husband was deployed, he stocked up even further because with a little one I couldn't always make it to the store. So we are going through everything that we have, and surprisingly, because I have gone through the pantry a couple of times, there wasn't very much to get rid of, but it's so nice to have it organized so that I can see what needs to be used and try to either make that for dinner or just try to eat it sooner. All of our canned foods are on risers. I really like it that way so that I can see everything that I have and it's displayed nicely.
Why you wanna let me go now? Are you saying that to change your mind? For love or pity, let me know now. Cause your love made me go blind.
So from the Target dollar spot, I bought 2 round trays to hold some of these items on. They are not Lazy Susans, but they definitely look way nicer, and it's nice to have all of the jar items together.
Someone help me catch my breath again. How did you stop loving me? How is that even possible? How could we let love go? How could we move on?
We definitely definitely overbought powdered sugar during Christmas time because I was making buttercream frosting all of the time, and so we overbought it and now it's just sitting here, so that must mean I need to whip up some buttercream frosting.
'Cause your love made me, baby, go blind. Why are you playing? We ain't got the time. Tell me now if you want out. What are you saying? Come on and spit it out. I'm about to lose my mind again. How did you stop loving me? How is that even?
This pantry is definitely a work in progress. I have never understood how people keep their pantries so organized because we go in phases of what we enjoy and what we buy. So if I bought a container for something and it ran out and we decided we don't really like that anymore, we're on to something else, then what do I do with the container? So I definitely will add some more containers. I was surprised when my husband said, oh, we could have a container for this and a container for that after I was done. So we'll be getting a few more for cereal and stuff, but these things I took down because we just don't eat them and use it. So I rinsed them out so we could use them for cereal. But truly, having my husband say, we could get more containers here and more containers there, was music to my ears.
'Cause your love made me go blind. Oh, na na na. Oh, na na na. For love or pity, let me know.
And here are the sprinkles making their debut on the shelf. I put them in order based on holiday. So I put Valentine's Day all together and then went through the year of holidays ending in Christmas. It looks really cute and I get happy every time I go in there. But like I said, I'm not sure I'll keep them there.
Myself to hold my hand, standing in the shadows of where we have been, sleeping with your back facing me. I know, this isn't us. Baby, pull me closer, let's fall in love. Oh, I can feel my body move to every move you make, and I can feel the tension every time we're close. I know whatever happens, I will have you next to me. 'Cause tonight we have it all. 'Cause we're dancing as one. 'Cause we're dancing as
Moving on to the snack area, we did go grocery shopping on this day. We always go grocery shopping together as a family on Sunday morning. My daughter loves it. She loves grocery shopping because she gets to pick out some snacks. So I always move around the snacks to fit in what we bought and restock.
we said would come undone. Feels like our minds have been turned off. Haven't seen each other for so long. I know this isn't us. Baby, pull me closer, let's fall in love. Oh, I can feel my body move to every move you make, and I can feel the tension every time we're close. I know whatever happens, I will have you next to me. 'Cause tonight we have it all. 'Cause we're dancing as one. 'Cause we're dancing as one. 'Cause we're dancing as one.
This tub ended up working out great for our olive oil and vegetable oil and vinegar. Those things are heavy and annoying to keep on the shelves, so keeping it down here ended up working out great. The second basket I had, I used for chips.
As one. You and me are moving. Make sure we get through this.
Another very satisfying part of the video is watching all the cereal go into the containers. As I said before, I didn't have enough containers, so I ended up filling Cheerios into 2 separate ones, and then Lucky Charms in the other one. Those are the ones that get eaten the most by my little princess.
Dancing as one. 'Cause we're dancing as one.
This section of our pantry carries all the overflow items, things that we already have in the refrigerator that, you know, we might need to grab on hand that we have extras of. There was a few expired items over here, so I was able to toss a couple of things. This side of the pantry is where I am putting the alcohol now, and it's nice because the door opens to the back of this, so it kind of hides it, number one, and then also we don't get into it very often, so it doesn't matter if it's hidden back there. I'm just putting back some things that I had taken out that need to go in here, like our dog leashes and food, and then the big reveal of the completed pantry.
I hope that you guys enjoyed today's video, and if you did, please give it a big thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye!